Hi viewers, I hope you're having a great day and I hope you enjoy this short story. In my last video I talked about the swing bridge. Well, in today's video I have a story about a man which many locals will know, but I think it brings up a very important subject which is still true today. If you had travelled in or out of Newcastle across the swing bridge at the turn of the last century, you would have seen a small shabby man begging there. Blind from birth and partially paralysed, Tommy Ferrens was a fixture on the bridge from 11 AM to 4 PM every day, apart from Sundays and Christmas Day, for decades. Tommy would stand begging in the very middle of the bridge, the dividing boundary of Newcastle and Gateshead, meaning he could avoid arrest by the police officers from either force by taking a couple of steps in one direction or the other. People came from all over just to see Tommy on the bridge. There were postcards depicting him, and he was even invited to officially open Deccan Park in Gateshead. Thomas Ferrens was born in the poverty-stricken Oakwellgate area of Gateshead in 1841, the son of a miner, and was orphaned at 5. Unable to work, Tommy began begging on the old Tyne Bridge, standing on the blue stone which sat in the very middle of the structure. When the old bridge was replaced by the swing bridge in 1876, he took up residence there. Perhaps Tommy's biggest problem was that the bridge was frequently swung open for river traffic. He took exception to this, as it deprived him of trade, his begging. On several occasions he even threatened to sue the authorities for loss of earnings. Although a well-known and popular figure, passers-by might be subjected to a string of profanities from Tommy when pranksters would give him buttons or foreign coins instead of money. Sadly, aged 66, life on the streets caught up with him, and Thomas Ferrens collapsed in the snow at the gated side of the swing bridge on New Year's Day 1907. He died soon after in the workhouse hospital. A final tribute was paid to Tommy by the coroner, who said, "For about 40 years Ferrens had stood on the bridge, and there was no other man of his class so well known to the public." Life as a beggar in the 19th century would have been very difficult. Many beggars at the time were forced to live on the streets, where they were exposed to harsh weather conditions and often struggled to find food to eat. Many beggars were also subject to abuse and mistreatment from members of society who saw them as social outcasts. Despite these challenges, some beggars were able to scrape by and make a living, albeit a very difficult and precarious one. Tommy was possibly one of the lucky ones. Street Zero is a charity working with Newcastle Council and other partners to end rough sleeping in Newcastle. In February 2022, there was a pivotal moment for our city. Newcastle is now a city where no one needs to sleep rough. The City Council has robust processes in place to make an offer of accommodation to every person in the city who finds themselves without a place to sleep. This means we are one of the first cities in the UK to achieve functional zero. Many people you see begging in Newcastle are not necessarily homeless, and people who are homeless don't necessarily beg or reach out for help. So provide them with support and advice where possible. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year, and thanks for watching this video. Bye for now.